Okay, now I'm going to get the test statistic and p-value using StatCrunch. So I want to click on Stat, scroll down to Variance, and then scroll down to To Sample. In this particular example, I have the summary statistics, not the raw data. So I'm going to click on With Summary. Okay, you'll notice that I need to put in the variance for the first sample, and the information given in the problem was the sample standard deviation. So I had to go ahead and square 33.9 first. So I'm going to put in 1149.21 for the sample variance, and that sample size was 10. And again, for the second sample, I had to square that sample standard deviation. Okay, so that was 912.04, and that sample size was 13. Now, remember, when you're using your calculator, you'll need to put in the sample standard deviation for both samples. Okay, so that can be a little bit confusing. Pay attention to what is given in the problem and what is needed with your technology. Okay, so I'm going to click on Next, and I'll have the option to change the direction of the alternative. This particular example is a two-tailed test. I don't need to change this null variance ratio. We're assuming the case of equality in the null hypothesis, and if we're going to assume that, then that ratio is going to be assumed to be 1, so I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, now I'm ready to click Calculate. And then we'll have the output. Okay, here is the corresponding test statistic of about 1.26 and the corresponding p-value of 0.694, which is the same that we obtained by using the calculator.